As we meander, let's talk about the cost of waiting to save for retirement. For some folks, the ship might have sailed on dropping in $6,000 immediately when you turned 18, saving up while you were in high school and being able to invest for retirement that way. So now you're faced with trying to save up enough money in order to be able to retire. So the question is, how much do you need to be saving each month in order to be able to retire? Now, you might have seen a video that I did talking about Social Security. Social Security is not supposed to be enough to retire on. It's only supposed to be about 40%. And there's a small chance that it might not even be available for some of you guys. So, I took the opportunity to look at some various investment calculators to give you guys some ideas. And there's all kinds of them out there. I will link a couple in the description below my video on YouTube so that you guys can play around with them yourself if you want. There's a reverse savings calculator that'll tell you based on what your final goal is, how much money you need to be saving each month. And then, of course, you can double check that against an investment calculator to make sure that what you're setting aside is really going to accomplish your goal. But for now, let's assume that you want to have set aside $1 million at retirement. So $1 million saved by age 60. And let's also assume that you drop it into a mutual fund in your Roth and you average 12% on your money over however much time you have until age 60. You might recall I've done a video on that, how 12% is out there, and I've even indicated some ways that I have employed in order to achieve 12% and better as a rate of return on my retirement funds. But for now, we're just going to assume that you're getting 12% on your money, and we want to know how much you need to be dropping in each month in order to have $1 million saved by age 60, okay? So for starters, let's assume that you didn't have $6,000 to plop in as soon as you turned 18, but when you turned 18, you did start working and you did start setting aside money for retirement. So from 18 to age 60, you would have 42 years to work with, and the monthly savings that you need to be setting aside is only $67 a month. So fresh out of high school, got a job, $67 a month, 12% rate of return, you can retire and have $1 million at retirement at age 60. Okay? But let's say that you didn't do that. Let's say that instead you went to trade school immediately after high school and then started working. So now you only have 40 years to work with. So it takes $85 a month in order to have $1 million saved up at retirement. All right, fine. Not everybody does that, though. A lot of times when I was sitting down working on financial plans for people, they were stuck in this waiting game. As soon as this happens or as that happens. And let's say you fall into that category as well. Let's say you're 25. Hopefully by now you've graduated from college, maybe are working in a career of your choice, and you've only got 35 years to save up for retirement. It's going to take you $156 a month in order to reach your retirement goal of $1 million by age 60. Now that starts to sting just a little bit, okay? But still not impossible, not unattainable, right? Okay. Well, moving on from there, let's say that I haven't caught you at 25. Let's say I caught you at age 30. Okay, you're 30 years old now, you're stable in your career, you're starting to get serious about saving up for retirement, getting your financial ducks in a row. I know, because I was kind of there, right? So at age 30, you need to be socking away $286 a month. So if you wait until age 30 to get started, then, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have to be socking away a full-on car payment in order to be able to retire with $1 million at age 60. Okay? Still, these figures thus far have been doable. All right? Everybody should be able to accomplish these goals. Where it starts to get sketchy is with the next two stages, okay? If you have put off and procrastinated saving up for retirement until you are age 40, you only have 20 years to age 60. And if you're not wanting to work in retirement, let's say the kids are all grown finally, have started college, you've saved up and put them through school, blah, blah, blah. How much do you now need to be setting aside in order to be able to retire comfortably yourself? Well, the answer is $1,011. That's right. I did not stutter. I did study. I didn't stutter. A full-on house payment each month is what you have to make to yourself in order to be able to retire comfortably with $1 million. Yeah, so that's kind of a grim outlook, and things start to take a serious turn at that point. Okay, well, let's say you wake up one day and you are 50 years old, and you receive a AARP invite in the mail. Excuse me, gotta fix my headset real quick. Battery was dying. All right, just in case you missed that. You wake up at age 50, you get an AARP invite in the mail, you realize, holy crap, retirement is just around the corner. What do I need to do? How much do I need to have set aside? Oh, my friend. Ooh, it is almost too late for you. And I hate to be Mr. Gloom and Doom, but it really is kind of the case. If you wait until age 50, my age right now, to start setting aside for retirement, in order to have $1 million saved in retirement, you need to be saving $4,347 a month. Yeah, I'll give you a second to go ahead and pick your jaw up from the floor, because that is more than a lot of people make in a month. And in order to have $1 million at retirement, in order to not work during retirement, you've got to have $4,347 going in each month for the next 10 years of your life in order to be able to retire at age 60. Guys, waiting to save up for retirement is a super huge deal. You don't want to wait. That is the point. The entire point to this video. Start saving now for retirement. I hate to put it to you this way, but if you have delayed, if you're past age 20, 25, then you might want to tell the kids they're going to have to find their own way to be able to pay for college. They better get cracking on a scholarship, and they need to get serious about school if that's the route that they're really going to take to be a doctor, lawyer, whatever it is that they're hoping to be, okay? Because that's no joke. Yeah, $4,000, that is an extremely daunting task. Not completely impossible, but oh my goodness, friends, why make it that hard on yourself, okay? Please, if you're a young person, a young adult, just now watching this video, please take this message to heart and start sooner than we did, okay? Because yeah, we're in the 30 to 40 something is when we started, and so yeah, we've got to come up. That's why do you think I'm here on Twitch and YouTube doing some videos? I don't want you guys to end up making the same mistakes that we did, and that probably your parents have, and that probably your friends might be making. In fact, you could save your friends some trouble if you would take a moment to share this video with them. Text them a link, send it to them on Facebook. I don't care. And I don't even care if they're getting the information from me, although that would be nice. I would appreciate the views and the subscribes and all the other things. But what's important is the information gets out there. The later you start saving for retirement, the more you have to be saving each month, and the harder a row you have to hoe, it certainly is. All right, well, guys, that's what I've got for you. If you've got questions, hit me with them in the comments, as always, or hit me with them at fustianfinance@gmail.com.